Well, hello, welcome to I Love Gay today. And we're in New York today, and we are here with Spencer Hoddeson. How are you, Spencer?
I'm great. How are you, Matt?
Oh, doing well. I just one morning I woke up. I'd never heard of gay water before, and the next thing I know, I'm just seeing gay water everywhere I turn.
Oh, wow. That is that is very exciting.
Well, no, it's
I'm glad it's reaching different folks.
you were really good at that. You were very prolific. It was just it was on social media, whether it was Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, but you were amazing at really you've launched a new product, which is gay water, as I think we all know, but for those that don't know, there you go. It's how we refer to vodka soda. And but you've created canned vodka soda, and you've kind of built you're starting to build a fantastic business and a great product at a really good time.
Yeah, the business, I'll give you just like quick background. The business is kind of born from the idea that there's really not representation in the beverage space, right? There's of course queer people working in beverage spaces, in your liquor store, in your grocery store, restaurants, concert venues, all of these spaces have queer people, but there's really no queer products out there for the community in those spaces. So it was kind of born from this idea. It's a mission-driven company to really drive representation in those spaces, and hopefully long term go beyond representation. We've started to work with some nonprofits donating in-kind product to help them at their kind of like fundraising events. Hopefully soon we'll be able to actually fiscally give back to the nonprofits who are really doing the work to better our community.
Yeah, nice. I don't remember. When you launched, was it right before the whole Bud Light thing, or was it a little bit after? Was it during
It was
Pride Month?
after.
Okay.
Yeah. It was I think the Bud Light thing was originally in April. No, it was before then because it was March Madness, right? That was what Dylan was advertising.
But it mostly really came, everything hit the forefront
Yeah.
in June for Pride Month. It was almost, almost seemed like it was planned that way between Bud Light and then Target. But it just seemed like perfect timing for you to come out with a product such as this at a time when people are trying to figure out, number one, how am I going to get my gay beer? But that's not going to happen. But with gay water, it was just seemed like it was perfect timing.
Yeah, very serendipitous timing. I'll admit that. I had been working on it for, a year and a half and on the back burner while we're having a full-time job. But uh but yeah, it was definitely serendipitous timing for with everything happening across Target and Bud Light and some other companies to really put a stake in the sand and launch a product that's so, inherently supportive of our community and hopefully gonna help to better our community long term.
I love that. But I mean, you just like I said, when I kept turning around, you were everywhere. But that wasn't just by
Oh
accident
boy,
because
I'm
you
sorry.
it was good. It was a good thing. It wasn't too much. It was just like, wow, what is this? But what I was saying is that you've got this background. I mean, this isn't your first time at the rodeo. You've kind of built up a following on social media from what I was reading online, but during COVID with the plan. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, throughout COVID, similarly, kind of part of the reason that I eventually, landed on starting Gate Water, but was a little bit stagnant in my career and was looking for just new opportunities to learn and grow and find like passion points, honestly, outside of work. And yeah, over the pandemic, kind of stumbled upon TikTok. I was literally laying in bed with COVID one day. And it was that original batch of COVID where it was in November, so it wasn't like the original, but where it was really, really strong and you couldn't leave your apartment for 14 days. And I was just kind of stuck in my apartment. And, I'd always been I don't know what they call them, but I always called it like a lurker on TikTok, where like
Yeah.
you scrolled but you never posted and never commented and whatever. And yeah, and one day I was just maybe it was day 9 of being cooped up with COVID, and I was like, maybe this is a good idea. And I posted a TikTok. It did well,
Yeah.
and I was like, huh, maybe there's something fun and creative I can do out of this. And
Yeah.
here we are.
Well, that's the part I love because especially on TikTok, you post videos. I don't know if it's daily, but you post videos quite often that really just kind of keep you out there. And it doesn't always have to be specifically about gay water. You're just posting some fun things that tie it in.
Yeah, I try to just post like funny topical content that resonates with the community. Definitely more recently have not been able to keep up with the cadence that I probably had a year ago, just because I've really been working a lot. But all good things,
Yeah, yeah.
no complaints. But yeah, haven't been able to post as often.
But you had quite a background not only with your social media following, but I mean you were very much in marketing and especially from what I understand, experiential marketing with Yahoo and Verizon and so forth. So it seems like you're able to bring all those talents and experience together into something that really will allow you to grow.
Hopefully, yeah. It definitely paved the way a little bit in my background's really in brand marketing. So building a brand and building an identity around the brand. And I think a lot of a lot of a lot of the work I did there definitely informed what I'm doing now, but also just being able to see across the industry, working at a big company is sometimes hard where you want to add more fun, you want to add more creativity, you want to, bring in community a little bit more. And there's, old ways of doing things and thinking about things, and new ideas are sometimes met with pushback. So I think that's what ultimately pushed me to kind of start my own thing is I so wanted to just create something that really brings people together, and engages with folks rather than just kind of talks at people.
Yeah. But you've got gay water in a lot of places now, right? So folks from all across the country can find it
Yeah.
at their local liquor store.
Not yet at their local liquor store. So we have it, it's able to be shipped to 46 states, which
Okay.
was a huge challenge and a huge win. I'm very happy about that because I love that, it can be sent across the country, and people, who might not have access to queer spaces can kind of create those spaces in their own homes or invite their friends over and create that sort of community element. But we are available in New York and New Jersey at a couple of like two handfuls of retailers right now, with a lot more in the making, a lot of exciting updates to come.
Well, I'm gonna have to get that list at least with New Jersey or New York because living in the area,
Yeah,
and every
right
time
by
we,
you.
I love exactly, and every year we host holidays, family holidays here, and I always end up being able to. I always try to come up with something clever and different in terms of things similar to this. So I think I'm gonna make that part of the repertoire.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I think we're in Cherry Hill, which I don't think is too far from you.
Yeah,
We're
I
at the
think that's on the
12.
other side of Philly.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, oh yeah, go
Yeah, I'm
ahead.
just gonna say anything else exciting on the horizon here coming up?
Um, yes, some things I can't tell you about yet, but yeah, a lot of exciting things. I know that's like a boring answer.
No, no, we'll make sure to pay attention on. I don't think I'm going to miss it. Whatever, when you've got it, I'm sure I'm going to see it. And I
Hopefully,
think
hopefully.
I think it's fantastic. Like I said, I love the work you're doing, and look forward to seeing where all this goes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
And I appreciate all the work you're doing. I feel like there's so much positive queer and gay news out there, and it's
yeah.
important. It's important that there are folks like you,
Well,
the
thank you.
mouthpiece championing that.
Oh, thank you. Well, I look forward to connecting in the real world someday.
Yes, hopefully
And,
soon.
and thanks for being here. We'll talk soon.